What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. As always, I'm Steve Trezza.
And I'm Devin Burke.
And today we're giving a movie review of the movie Goosebumps. With R.L. Stein. Jack Black's in it. A bunch of other people. Kids movie. What'd you think?
I thought it was like Jumanji, basically.
It was. We'll go into spoilers a little bit later, so we'll give our spoiler warning once we start getting into it. It was definitely a nostalgia factor. That's why I wanted to see it, because I remember watching the kind of shitty Goosebumps show back when I was a kid and reading the books. I read a ton of the books when I was a kid.
I read a couple. I was more into the TV show, though.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I liked the books more. But, yeah, exactly what you said. It was Jumanji, except instead of African creatures, they just took Goosebumps characters and monsters and replaced them. And that was it. So if you like Jumanji, if you have kids, you should probably go see the movie. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was a fantastic movie.
No, but it's definitely entertaining.
It was very entertaining. So, we're not going to do what we normally do where we go in-depth, kind of like Oscar-y with our movies. Since it's a kids movie, we're going to talk about the story. We're going to talk about acting. We're going to talk about special effects and what we liked and didn't like. So let's start off with story. What did you think about the story of the Goosebumps movie?
Alright, the story is just a simple premise. Like, actually in any other Goosebumps type of books and show, a new kid travels to a new school, start a new life with mom. And there's a creepy next door neighbor. He doesn't understand the father, but hey, the girl's falling with him next door, so he's like, alright, this is kind of cool. And then something happens, a little dispute, whatnot, makes him go over to the neighbor's house. And he finds all these Goosebumps manuscripts. Mm-hmm. And his friend's like, if the friend points it out, it's like, these are Goosebumps manuscripts. I love these books. And he opens one, and the Abominable Snowman pops out.
And then all of a sudden, hell breaks loose from there.
Exactly.
He knocks over more books. Slappy the Dummy from Night of the Living Dummy pops out. And he was kind of like the main villain.
He was the main villain. I liked it.
I did too.
He was pretty creepy for a kid's film. He was pretty...
Yeah, and so he then takes all the books and opens them and throws them about the town.
And burns them.
And burns them so that they can't trap them again. So then R.L. Stein...
He's a pretty smart dummy.
...has to write... R.L. Stein has to rewrite a new Goosebumps book with all of the characters so that he can trap them in the book.
Exactly.
I liked the story because instead of them just being like, hey, let's take Night of the Living Dummy and make a movie out of it, they just took everything and made a movie of it. And it was very clever. It was, it was interesting. Rather than just, like, the studio being like, let's make this, and then we have thousands of other Goosebumps books that we can go off of.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be like a Twilight Zone type of movie where it's just, like, only going to pick, like, few of the, like, potential
and
books.
And make them, like, shorts.
But no, there was, like, almost every character that was almost in the books was like in there.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought the story gets a thumbs up for me. I think it's a very clever idea.
I enjoyed it as well.
Moving on, acting.
I love Jack Black in this film. He plays R.L. Stein. He is just amazing, hilarious, top notch all the way through.
I mean, Jack Black's in a lot of shitty movies, but he's always a good part in the movie. Even no matter how bad the movie is, he's always like pretty enjoyable to watch. So it's hard to watch a movie with Jack Black and not be like, yeah, Jack Black was bad in that movie. Or not be like, Jack Black wasn't good in that movie. I don't know, grammar. Jack Black's always good in his movies, I think. And he was definitely good as R.L. Stein in that.
And I love the immense hatred he had for Stephen King. Oh my god, the running joke for that, that always gets me all the time.
Let me tell you something about Steve King! Yeah, that was good. I thought that the kids acting, it was alright.
Kids? You mean like 20-year-olds? Teenagers?
Teenagers, whatever. It was okay. The chemistry, it was a kids movie, so it was kind of cheesy sometimes.
Yeah.
To be expected,
Nice one.
Yeah. So, all in all, I thought the acting, it did its job. Nothing special, but it did what it needed to do.
Exactly.
Moving on, special effects.
Alright. It was alright.
I'd say, in a nutshell, it's just like any other movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Nothing extraordinary, nothing that was bad, I think.
I mean, probably the best special effect out there is probably the giant
Praying mantis?
Praying mantis.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said grass.
Yeah, the giant mantis was probably the best. That's the first thing that came to mind for me, too.
So, a lot of good special effects with that, but anything else was just like, standard green screen, monster.
All right, so anything we want to add of what we liked, what we didn't like before we wrap this up and rate it?
The only thing I really didn't like about it so much, it felt a little short.
It was a little short. I think it was only like an hour. I don't even think it was an hour and a half.
Really?
I think it was like an hour and 23 minutes.
I don't know about that. But it felt short, but at the same time, it was very entertaining. So like, I was still...
It reminded me of like a 90s kids movie.
Like
a movie that you don't really see anymore.
That's true.
I enjoyed it. The kid in me was ecstatic. I thought it was great. Again, I didn't think it was a fantastic movie, but I thought it was all right. One thing I didn't like is... Well, the good is we got tons of monsters.
Oh, yeah.
And you would be like, hey, I remember that. Hey, I remember that. The blob that ate everyone. I remember that. Like, tons of shit. And then the bad is there's so many that I was disappointed with the ones that we didn't get. Like, all I wanted to see throughout the whole movie was the death camera from Say Cheese and Die. All I wanted to see. Just like... When they show all the monsters, just have some guy, or even just a monster, just standing there, like, the camera flashes. Like that's it. I would be happy.
Oh.
Didn't show it, so I was like, whatever.
Minor little fact, in the Goosebumps television show, the kid that plays the main character in that episode with the camera is Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Yeah, that's serious.
So,
Way to
you
get
learn something new every day.
Yeah, they couldn't get him for Goosebumps the movie, I guess.
I guess not. But yeah, that's the one thing. I just wanted to see the death camera. I just thought it would be great. It would be funny. It would be great. Or even as like a twist at the end of like, let's get a picture, and they take it, and everyone's like a skeleton. Like,
well, there is a twist at the end.
Kind of.
But
it was a little cheesy.
It's a kid's film. You gotta let them go with it.
At the end of the movie, the girl who's the love interest of the whole movie, which you find out in the middle of the movie, that she's actually a ghost. And she's not real. She's one of the monsters. So when at the end of the movie, when they're like, all of the monsters get sucked back into the book in the end, well, she gets sucked in also. But then, R.L. Stein's like, I wrote another book about her, and then she's there, and everyone lives happily ever after. And that's the end of the movie.
Well, no, there was another twist where the Invisible Boy somehow didn't get
that's right.
In.
The Invisible Boy was still alive. He never got sucked
for some reason.
Yeah, I forget that. I don't remember that one.
It was... I guess it's one of those lesser-known Goosebumps books that didn't do too well, I'm assuming.
I guess. But overall, great movie. Wanted to see the death camera, didn't get that, but that's all right. Whatever. It was still good. I liked it for the kid in me. What would you give it as a grade? 1 to 10.
I'll give it a solid 7.
7? I'd go 7.3.
We're doing that points?
Yep.
Not doing 5?
Nope.
Wasn't 5 for you?
7.3.
All right.
Let us know if you saw Goosebumps. Let us know what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like. And if you liked the movie in general, make sure you check out all of our other segments, our other movie reviews, and like, favorite, and subscribe, and we will see you on other segments.
Bye-bye.